13th round with your main man, Kenny Caraway. Shout out to my people over at Meister Watches. Big ups to them. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to the plug, Jovan. Shout out to Jordan Brand. Shout out to Don is dope. The dope ones, you know what it is, man. Shout out to my people over Crescendo. But you always know what it is, man. Shout out to Cola Sea Moss, man. Some good stuff. I got the pineapple today. This is some good stuff. Always, man. Shout out to Cola Sea Moss. Go get that thing wherever. Go follow her on Instagram at Cola Moss and go do that. So over the weekend, I went and saw Creed 3. And I love the movie. Great movie. And one of the things that it reminded me of, in case y'all forgot, is boxing has a huge ceiling. Now, these were fictitious characters. It wasn't real. But when you talk about stadium status, when you talk about stadium status for combat sports, boxing is the only one that can give you that. I know UFC is hot right now and all this other stuff. It really feels like UFC can only fill up uh, like an 18,000 seats arena max. Like that's the cap. It may be, more like 15,000. If Connor goes somewhere in Ireland, maybe he can do something because he's Connor in the Ireland, all this other stuff. Maybe so. But when you talk about stadium status, like they were in South Africa, like they were at Dodger Stadium, boxing can do that still. Absolutely. And I had 5 fights that I believe either would do that or could do that. And I want to know what you guys think. Number one, they're talking about it. I don't know if it's actually going to happen there, but they're talking about Allegiant Stadium for this. But in no particular order, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. Especially if they had like a trilogy, I think the third one absolutely could be stadium status. Spence Crawford absolutely would be in Jerry's World, putting about 40, 50,000 people in Jerry's World for that one. Canelo Benavidez. Oh my goodness. If they put that one in SoFi or in Allegiant Stadium, if Canelo would actually fight him, say Benavidez won this one against Plant. Bro, the build up to that one would be crazy. That one could be stadium status. Canelo Spence in Texas, Jerry's World again. Come on, man. Come on. That could be stadium status. And the last one, I know it's lost a little luster. When they were both undefeated, it absolutely was stadium status. But now it's lost a little bit, but I still think it's there. Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, stadium status. That's 5 boxing fights that could recreate what they did in Creed being at Dodger Stadium. And I think only boxing can do that. I don't think the UFC can. And that's why boxing will always, people saying it's dead and all this other stuff, it's always going to be here. Because at the end of the day, boxing brings something to the table in a major fight that other sports don't necessarily always bring. That's the 13th round.